and better. And we're not going to be proud. Where we talk, we they do them. To the newly elected Paramount chiefs, congratulations. When I get a big task, when the control areas then, and we depend on winner for govern this state. And me own big item on my agenda, now for make sure say that respect, that glory, that dignity, where Paramount chief been get before, he get them back. But then a project where me want not go do. Now we all get for doing together.
Welcome to Slpp Weekly News. Me where did at the studio, me na DEEMAA the great Slpp Bobo. Well, Fambuden, this now one favorite program we can call it with Madam TENNEH and Slpp DJ. Well, as for now the wait, we start wasting time. I just want to take this moment and say happy Women's Day to all the international brave women that way they work very hard for this party. Well, let me introduce the PRO, DJ Force. Let him can tell what I do. DJ Force, welcome to the program.
Fellow Sierra Leone, good morning. Good morning to all Slpp women's men around the world. Me with the talk to now. Me na DJ Force, SLPPD DJ. We always there, and I welcome una under Slpp Weekly News. Thank you, DEEMAA the Great, for inviting me at the studio.
Thank you very much. Well, Fambo, the wonderful PRO will get. You don't tell una how do. Well, now, let we cover the powerful woman who get. The grassroots, the mama, the woman where they keep the record straight. Madam TENNEH Paka. Welcome to the program, Madam TENNEH.
Good evening, Sierra Leoneans. This now usual program this at the Slpp Weekly News. Today we'll get for can talk back, but key issues then. The one that will not say na facts, we talk about factuals. And the grassroots movement, we really want for see the second time of this week, the love party. We know they sugarcoat anything. We know they carry with lip services. The real thing, the real issues, when are bunny issues, where they bother the people, then the grassroots then. Now we get for can discuss. We want to make sure say 2023 Slpp back to power.
Thank you very much, Madam TENNEH Paka. Madam TENNEH Paka, the woman where they keep the record straight. Well, Fambo then, who wanna deal with me now today? What I go want let you do now for share the program. And if you watch through the Green Movement on Facebook, share the program. If they watch we through Twitter, share the program. If you watch it through WhatsApp or through YouTube, share the program and subscribe. Well, before anything, I would like to take this moment and say Happy International Women's Day to everybody, all the women there, all the brave, strong women there, where they work very hard to transform the nation, the world. And because of that, I will use this opportunity to also showcase what we First Lady, a message is sent, and the Mama of the Nation, we serve them for look at them, there we remote small part and from there we enter into business. So welcome to the program.
Today, I am here to celebrate the women of this nation. I am here to celebrate the women that we call Masalon. Women of this nation have gone through so much, but my goodness, they have built some kind of a resistance where every time you knock them, they come back strong. I want you to know that my admiration for you is endless. I want you to know that the way I admire your tenacity in contributing to nation's building is endless. I have admired you all this time. The women in the market, the women that does the cleaning on the road, the women that sits in different offices, the women that go and catch the fish and the sea, the women that does all the odd jobs and all the office jobs. You are all one and the same and special people in my life. I have admired you from afar and I've admired you from closer. And I know together, when we come together, we as a nation, we will be very successful. Women have to be very smart in the way we do our things these days. We have to understand that togetherness is our only way to success. When we build on togetherness, we become stronger and our achievables and deliveries will be very great for this nation to see. And so I ask you all to celebrate one another, support one another. Today is not about me as the First Lady of this nation. It's about us as women of this nation. Let us celebrate one another. Let us look out for one another and be there for one another. Our togetherness will be fearful for some people because when we are together, they know women will stay. I am very honored to be here today to celebrate you this International Women's Day and to say my love for you all is endless and that I pray that Allah will continue to see us through. We've got the opportunity now when we have a president who sees women not as just women, but as partners in development. Let us take this opportunity and make good use of them so that when His Excellency is not here anymore, we will say he is the one who changed the narrative for us women. What we have achieved under His Excellency's leadership in the last 4 years has been commendable when it comes to gender equality or gender issues in this country. Let us work on those achievements and make them bigger, greater, and stronger. Let us celebrate one another. Let us be here for one another. Today, I celebrate you as the First Lady of this nation, and I want you to know my love for you, like I said before, is endless. Have a wonderful day, and when you enjoy it, remember me in your enjoyment, because it is your day.
That is the First Lady, the mother of the nation. Well, Madam TENNEH, you were the strong woman among we today. Now, on a day, one of them strong, brave woman, them. Happy Women's Day to you. Any comment?
Thank you. I just want for shout out to all the women there around the world, especially Sierra Leone. Happy Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to all the women in Sierra Leone. And we colleagues them, the women the way they in prison, where they beyond bars. The voiceless women there. the women there, we forced migration don't make they don't left their homes there without saying goodbye. They don't left them picking them behind. And women they also where they face tortured because of their political views wherever then they around the world. Happy International Women's Day. Now a great speech where the first lady don't give. But before I want to make any comment, let's see how I follow you. Then I go give me comments now. The women's leader for the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Party, you go see on a house, they go put 10,000, 20,000. If somebody get money set inside here, if they pull out every day, they don't But if we learn you, how to go spend that money there, they give you the way, you go before. What's it make they encourage the zone and them? Zone! But I don't always have to man. Not say because that district women see that that constituency. They know they give me, I know they go for party. So then they can call them in district, their constituency. They don't get 1,000 for the come. So do ya, and they pay for along and patience them. Let the constituency send patient the district. And the time when I say this women's thing, transparency, accountability. 1,000 come for women then. I will not say 1,000 not come for them. We're not going to put nothing there, we're not going to make them then. And politics, na number. Let me go to the zone, constituency. Let me go preach for the party. Election not there far. Election there behind the corner. 2 years, but let me come back when we only say. Anybody, the one that want to do that though, I want to say sorry to me. The one that when he said, my sister come out as our name there. If you support her, then you don't do my sister then bad. I want to say sorry on behalf of her. We all are one country, one people. The party big part for all. See then our foreign, as you say, I play the young game and go. Other person can be playing young game and go. Life na time every day, everybody get your time. So let me embrace we said, and I feel good. I want to say thank you to Una. They power the zone, the district, and always lawyer. Wait and say, I want to say thank you to Una. Una special. But I clap for yourself. We get to that election. Now, for example, district square. The day when they get 10, then we dey go there. I want them to work together. Whether district get problem, we go there, we go help them. Whether constituency get problem, we go there, we go help them. But the women's leader in our constituency, we have problem get for council, we get so and we can't tell sense.
Dana, a very brilliant speech by Hawafore, and also the speech where the first lady don't already give. I think Hawafore now one of the women there. We don't represent the party. We actually they for fix another woman's crown without telling them that the war, without telling the war it was crooked. And according to his speech, now a great woman, a grassroots politician, and a get political base. He know it start from scratch. So he know what are the key issues then where the other grassroots then they facing. So now the woman this, instead of it compete with other women, then a collaboration I can for candle. My key recommendation to you, Hawafore. Now for bring all the one there, we know they on board. Go around, talk to them. Make them come. You come now the party office. You start strategic planning now. What you need for put in place until 2023. Time not in outside. They do well. Anything on that they do, transparency and accountability 9 day. 9 for day. I'm so happy. I'm really proud of you. you really know what they do. Now make I can tell people there all the time. Forget PhD now one. For understand what they do now too. Politician different from academics. From academia. From administrator. Our foreign a grassroots politician. He starting from scratch. You know what are the key issues, the burning issues of the people there. So una the SLPP women there. Una don't get somebody where they embrace una. They don't tell una already say if you get 5 cents it they make una know. Do ya una count on board. Now una work together as one voice, one people. So happy International Women's Day again to all the women in Sierra Leone, regardless of your political background. And I shout out to my sister then at the SLPP, na the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Thank you very much, Madam TENNEH. Well, DJ Force PRO, what's in your take?
Well, I just no really where Women's Day reach now Sierra Leone, which dinner where they organize for the women's them, and how really they try for showcase to the women them for when they come out, when they know the value and see the functions where they go able, spread their voice. Well, anyway, my recognitions to women today or yesterday when a Women's Day. They really shout out to the disability women. I'm more interested in the disability women across the world, where at least for where they're able to recognize them. But such things, Africa, we need for really organize a big, party for them. Men they can't sit down, dress, come out of the house. Let the leaders they engage them. Allow them to come and sit down. Let they give speech in front of them. I think that for them sweet. So I tell you, thank you for making a comment about the Women's Day, and then shout out to me mama, to me sister, grassroots mama, and also my wife. But today, Sierra Leoneans, the women, they're all at in house no more. They sit down, they not come out. They go tell our foreign they do so. I hope say what really our foreign mean for a political party with people that we able get to the institutions in our political party. Now at least the foundation is weak. Government different from a political party. We don't vote for President Bill. We don't get to the nation. We say go work for Sierra Leoneans. We your party now, waiting and we your functions. Whose funding would they get at least? They struggle a little bit. But I'm glad the way the executive wing of SLPP is constantly engaging with their voters and with their constituency. That's 9 people that want to see. Most of the next phase will they carry it at least. We get for make sure see every constituency would get forget things that we would offer to them, where they could make sure say they generate income for themselves, because politics na reward and recognition na the profit. So when they say in a constituency leader, at least the microcredit fund will come. Una say sheba among una go do business, they pay in a bank. But you know can no more, they go now opposition, the account no more, the women's wing or executive wing, they not get a role to play to showcase that SLPP is in power. Now, how the problem day, now the mistake day, but we'll go correct them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ for Thank you very much, DJ for the SLPP DJ. Well, Sierra Leoneans, when they just join we, this is now SLPP Weekly News. Well, without wasting time, what DJ Force talk about the women's, then expect them for let them come on the street, but not street today. But actually it happened. Well, I just want to show now some flashback. I want to see what happened. Then from there we enter business for proper. Well, family, I just want to keep the records clear, and that's I'm happy today. Well, without wasting time, we want to tell all the women then thanks, and also my lovely woman where they take care of me. Tell them also happy in the happy International Women's Day. The vulnerable, the woman that were vulnerable, happy International Women's Day to honor all, and we pray God. Boku of them women, then also we get in a salon different side. Let them also respect themselves. Let them change. Let them know say their value. Let them not devalue themselves because of politics. Boku women that we value, they don't try to devalue themselves, but we still encourage them that we believe in them and we know say they are very, very powerful. So happy Women's Day to all. Now, Madam TENNEH, we get some. I think you see the video I played for the Paramount chief. We President Bill say he want give the value, the respect to the Paramount chief then when they deserve. Before we been get a government we not care about the Paramount chief them. A government will come a devalue them. I believe so. Not to only this it happened in history because whenever APC come in power, they always marginalize the Paramount chief them, either they disrespect them, punish them, or thief them. But we see President Biodon can say he want give them dignity, respect. I think that speech was a very strong speech. If you forget, I go one replay and back, so you go watch and small. Then from there, you talk on it. What you take on that?
And better. And we're not going to be proud. Where we talk, we they do them. So the newly elected Paramount chiefs, congratulations. When I get a big task, when they control areas then and we depend on winner for govern this state. And million big item on my agenda now for make sure say that respect, that glory, that dignity where Paramount chief been get before, he get them back. But then a project where me want not go do. Now we all get for doing together.
Yeah, you just don't listen to her. So what thing are you on take?
Now good talk, now I don't talk. For restore the dignity of the Paramount chief them back. Now good talk, now I don't say. A very good talk and a very good topic where all they can talk about. And that get for happen. But to me surprise, their newly elected Paramount chief there, I not see women there among them at all. So it's like the women the number don't decrease in the Paramount chieftaincy because not long ago we get a woman we don't contest na the Moyamba district Mami Gakui where the person forced for taking place and actually abuse them where the matter then a court. So I wonder if the matter then a court that particular Paramount chief they don't already crown her or they don't get her staff. I'm highly disappointed. Now so man they I see. Woman they not there among them. So now something only go one for no. But I go really want for highlight the roles and responsibility of Paramount chief them because this now the tradition and this now with traditional leaders them who gets where they represent we under the native administrative court law. And this now a kind of royalty will get now each chiefdom where then chieftaincies then they reign within the family. But due to political discourse, especially when we be there under the one party system in a salon, that be don't bring a kind of that be don't bring a kind of fragmentation between them process then they. Most of them the APC government they impose them where they're not entitled to Paramount chieftaincy, then they impose them on people we don't sit down there. We say a man put murder. They say because they begin papa murder, but you don't get chieftaincy. Then use their system, then get and chieftaincy. And not so that be done, they happen. I think say now one of the things down the way President Bill don't say, if they try for restore, where you not belong na ruling house, you know they go for the staff. And recently we see the Paramount chieftaincy election back na Kenema, where they tell people then say nobody no for can explain about in birthright, waiting in right, forget the staff. So boku error don dey happen when new direction don't come in power for some elections there, but then they cover the presidents no they know. Now some of them things they can't discuss now so today. So I go just highlight waiting at the roles and the responsibility under the local courts of Sierra Leone, drive in authorities for the Local Courts Act 1963 and the Court Act 1965 and Section 107 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, which deals with the laws of Sierra Leone. So now under them law they where the paramount chief then get their own rights, then get their any courts what they call local courts. Now then local courts then they deal with issues then in accordance with them cultural beliefs there and the background there, because all the paramount chief they will get them come on at different parts of the country. We get the one there from the north, we get the one there from the east, we get the one there from the south. Everybody get their own different culture way how then they deal with them courts there. But now we don't make for understand say they don't try for blending courts then they come under the judiciary we comprise both the former and informal and the former system for the deal with their laws then yaso where them bring them and they blend them together. And what in Pakaba don't do, Pakaba in decentralization for say everything that for spread out right around the country, whereas people then they try now this for stop this decentralization. Instead, then they try for blend them thing then they together. We really want for know from the public view why then thing they happen. Because what you will be know before, when they say decentralization, whatsoever they inside na the capital city for which na the provinces. Like for example, if you get the immigration, the headquarters, somebody know they need passport to come. Then chief there, then get the native courts, then get the NA police the way they guide them. Something then they happen when traditionally, then get the local courts now then they go decide. Then self not to everything where they can do the way correct. But under the traditional rules, sometimes they can go hang it and say this thing here enough for be a court matter and now go settle. Not long ago, we don't migrate Canada, Australia. Some of them think they don't adopt her. Before when anything happen between families that they don't call police. Then get for me for understand say the people then come on a traumatic event background. Now war bring them they get a lot of refugees then get cultural diversity in there. So some people then they not be done used to these police issues then. When something happen, policeman come. So what see they be don't do. Because certain people they know one police case, when something happen, then get a mediator where then they give them say, "Una go if una not able handle this year una counter." Once not to a felonious crime. Before we deal with the picking yourself, then they can't take that picking hand and go to, but then create a mediation now for can know how the discipline will picking them. Now the same thing is to the paramount chief there. When you look at that constitution, the constitution don't spell out waiting at the rules of the local court, waiting at the rights of the paramount chief then, who side then they will then they decide them thing there. And then paramount chief then anything then they hold them at the chief down. So we don't make for understand say a meeting was organized in Bo where they invite all the paramount chief there. Most of the paramount chief then grumble, they not get logistics for attend that meeting, no transportation, they not give them, and nothing not been there, then they go responsible for their own lodging. and know say the president something go don reach out to the local government say na this will get for spend, na this budget get for dey for the paramount chief dem for the transportation through and flow, this get for dey for logistics dem lodging and wetin dem get for eat na that place dey, but reach out to them people dem. President Bio, election not too far it. Then kind policies then they whosoever they come with them thing then they say the local courts everything una for come put them together so that the native people then whatever they do now they for go directly to the magistrate court. Now wrong advice, and at this crucial stage the election not dey far 2023 na the election at this time here now set then they set you up against the paramount chief there. And you self chieftaincy na dem no respect you na paramount chief pikin, and you self na paramount chief 14 so many chief don. So some of them think dem dey wey dem carry am to you do ya na for look into one, then you engage with people them out of your advisors, then you side and see how best una go address them thing dem dey, because this thing here it go bring a very big issue. We know say the previous government if they don't thief them people they had their staff they will be get good, but it turn around it give them motorcar. When it they give them motorcar then they marginalize then one day will not be the supporter, not give them motorcar then they only give the paramount chief then we no say then they support in APC party. What it will be they expect will be don't come when Shaka Stephen be there. He do the same thing to them paramount chief there. He be they give them motorcar. When some meeting my guy been there, he give them land inside Freetown. Each paramount chief ruling house. Now the entire country then give them land as alone, then build houses there. When KPAKA income because of the war, he support them they all build houses then and then chief down there for themselves. So what will be they expect where you don't come if I don't give them a moral booster? You help them, let you mobile them, let them get transportation. They self lack a lot na their areas there. They know they get logistics, they know they get support, even the local courts frustrating her with the local laws there. But if we now go put her under the Ministry of Justice, it go under that Ministry of Justice, it will be very difficult for them. Then self now them courts then they make them strong, then get the NA police. At the end of the day, it get for be a very big problem. So whosoever they advise you, that error where they be don't make for take them paramount chief then staff there. Where then they get for go, the paramount chief they don't know they interpret and the correct way to them people there. Or then get for say now, President Bill don't say now local courts they foreclose and then they go put her under the Ministry of Justice, everything now so it happen. You go see and say maybe not the right way. But I go suggest say they forget people then where they go. Now the chief down there sit down with the paramount chief. The paramount chief sit down with some people there because that paramount chief they represent a lot of people there. Men no go talk in one something then they can say now we see they don't go get an fruit on. It just they can cover up. We not meet the people there. If we not able to provide logistics for them, we not get people there inside the local government. Let them go out there. Now then chief down there for go sensitize them. Wait see them they do. Let them meet the people then. The people then get them cut barry there. Then meet with the entire people then. The paramount chief call the young people there. Una sit down, una explain why una want let this happen. Waiting at the benefits for them. Waiting at the disadvantage for them. Let them hear you. Then with the entire people then at the village day, then that same day it will be okay. But you know go call the paramount chief no more again. Chief don't speaker in one great council down. Then on tell and say go say them in there. President Bill, you don't need mediator with them paramount chief there. If you get any side for go out of the country, now make you get people then. Sometimes you get for delegate tax to them. Let them take that trip. You go down the ground, meet with them paramount chief there. Now then different chief downs there. Una discuss their issues there with the entire people there. You don't visit them today. Then when this kind of thing they happen. Now for meet them with the entire people, they let them try for understand. You get mandate then they at the field, they explain to them people there. But the way the news they go bad though. Somehow we catch information. You know they get the correct information. They go add the own day for make the talk sweet. Then they can go different way. Now that be happen where late President Kaba will be talk say there for restructure the military. the officers then when they get higher ration, then get for reduce them for the man where they na the battlefield, because the man where they fight, they don't left them wife and picking there. Now one bag rest then they give them. So once you don't have office, they get 100 bag rest. They say therefore that ration they the one where they get the 100 bag rest, make them reduce them. But because they're not able to make consultation with the soldier, they meet them. The one the way he puts when at the mediator them. Now the wrong information then go give them say President Kaba say they can't disband the military. Now they the military then they go out of control. Then decide for splits who can inside. So information how they pass on. Some people they know they go give the correct information. Maybe they go misinform the public, then misinform the people there. So this year I don't reach out to we say then Paramount chief they say they know they agree. So my recommendation now yeah, you get for left out people there for going at the field, meet with the Paramount chief then different chief down there, who say they get the courts barrier there, may they engage with them, may they sensitize them, may they explain to them into details. Let them with them people then at the place they make them get the understanding rather than when I call them abo. Now Paramount chief though they forget dignity and respect too. The local government minister get for stand firm. La whole Air Force, let DJ Force can inside.
Thank you very much, TENNEH for a brilliant analysis. Where Sierra Leone has found the join with this na SLPP weekly news. Now we can analyze and give recommendation to the government when we see false information that we're not correct. Now we break them down to particles for Sierra Leone they understand. Well, DJ for just hearing the grassroots the mama in statement, the analysis. He also listened to President Top Ndubio in a message he gave. Now, you as a chief Peking, what you take on President Bio in statement, and also what you understand from Madam TENNEH concern this Paramount chief? Because the way I understand from Madam TENNEH, this is a very dangerous game. Very, very dangerous game. And also not disrespect to President Bio as a Paramount chief himself. And also not disrespect to Judah Jalwa, who himself is a Paramount chief. But however, you as a PRO, break them down to the people and let we understand from your own perspective.
Well, I tell you, thank you for bringing me in that topic to just make a little bit of comment. President Bio go around and takes the Paramount chief, they get a very big tax and big role for play. And today, if we enjoy security in our country, Paramount chief then gets one of the greatest responsibility out of 100. They get 75% for play for Sierra Leone. They talk about security and proud of their country. But me not get for go into too much area where I believe say everybody know the law of the Paramount chief and the law of we country and we constitution we give right and waiting at the constitution part we give right to Paramount chief them. But we there for keep the record straight and we there for protect the new direction and we there for protect the SLPP government and the SLPP party. Because we don't see say there's a system they are using in this new direction in the state house for force the government for lost power. As they don't say President Bio now one time president. But let President Bio say now the Paramount chief they make today we election. Now the Paramount chief they make it go sit down as state house. Because if not to the Paramount chief they make it go sit down as state house today, they're not go able they try for mortgage in power and disrespect them. All the human capital today when they see where people they go and talk about human capital. Paramount chief they are the first people that will begin put their picking in at school. So this education, all they go and proud of today, all they go and talk about education. When a Paramount chief they able to build education in Sierra Leone today. Now they're able to put, then are the first people in this way begin put their picking in expensive school. So if other parties then, other government them, other political party like the APC, Tolombo, Panbody, don't can do a lot of mistakes where make the lost power, and they try for this government here for make it do the similar mistake for lost power. Well, Anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. Moving forward, how a court go there when a magistrate court, it lets you know, party come when at the APC political party, it if all the paramount chief they go, they stop. Magistrate court not able bring justice in that matter. Then now they say the local court, they for go home meeting abo with all paramount chief in abo, but the paramount chief they not even know what they happen. They not even know that they know what they happen. This law, somebody were very close to President Mio, when he say no more, he na master all. Now he no more get the sense. So laws then way at least they not see with people that practice in the first President Mio for imposed here with primary chief them say therefore pull the local court now and bring a calm under magistrate courts. Who say see that happen? Anybody where if he say he want let that happen, we go to England. Let it change Mami Queen, say Mami Queen not for the again. Because at the end of the day, the power where Mami Queen hold in England, now some of the power that they where British man they be caught. They count and they can't give their primary chief then they just for make themselves able to control the chiefdom and the district them. Today, people when are criminals they all can't give power inside this party here, then they try for misdirect President Bill for making do the wrong thing so that this paramount chief they go turn against this government here. This paramount chief here go turn against the SLPP. And once that happen, SLPP bye-bye to status. You will be going back to opposition. Yeah. That not the foundation where they want for lay. So, President Bio, if you are talking about human development, the human development to the way you talk about where they spread and the world, where with man they don't buy into her, now paramount chief they first start human development. In any kind of way, in any method. Now they first begin spreading information to the world. So the local chief them, these are people where you just travel there days. They say we go give them 100 bike for men they just be able to travel around. So if a political party where one for disrespect, where one for disrespect, and where still one for disrespect the primary chief, they even though SLPP in a power, but they get a setup where they get link with an bike Kruma, when they tell them what thing for do so that this government go look bad, this government go look weak, so that APC go able grab and can campaign with their message. They need. I mean, some people they say, well, they're not going to be chairman and leader for life again, but they go on for be campaign manager for APC party. Have you ever seen that? Because now then here they propagate and try for organize a true free town so that tomorrow when campaign time read, now then here they go say, you don't see President Bio pull na cut now na hand. Because these are all methods for just weak the new direction and the SLPP party. So President Bio, watch your back, watch your side, watch your front, watch actually what is happening around you. Things the way other government or other political parties they not be doing as Sierra Leone. Now in the one way you can do so that your government will become weak. So at least I not get for go down to watching the difference between with status between status and the primary chief them parliament. So if today we local courts, now they give value to the primary chief, then that's the way they travel among themselves. Their police crown where they behind them. Now they the dignity they, now they respect they. Then some people they don't go sit down now. They try for say well they will wipe off local courts now, and Brianka on a magistrate court. When a magistrate court is one of the most corrupting court in Sierra Leone, we make today Sierra Leoneans they not get right for even stand up for the kind of violence is where they be not plan and that country. They take advantages on people. Magistrate court not able to bring the justice. They delay court them. They want go say now local court now they anything will happen at your children now. Now magistrate court now go delay. Then when they be go born with plantations then we carry the case go to magistrate court. They try the case now do. After we don't take lawyers, we don't pay lawyers, we get right to the case. The case now, though, these are just common examples where I get for try for tell say even the local court is more stronger than the magistrate court, because if magistrate court honest, then today Sierra Leone for America, England, Germany, yeah, everybody go love themselves there. But the magistrate court, then they create more division in our society. Then they delay more justice to our people, and they hold on the rights of the people where they're not able to give to the citizens them, where they make the citizens, and some of them they become more aggressive in the society, more dangerous in the society. So now maybe the Paramount chief, the way they restore the dignity of the citizens, they now they say no, low plan at the hand, no low counter. So where Bush case for now, somebody now feature in the commoner, he can't talk the case. Where you know people sabi the right of the town. Whether they own the town and whether they get bush and whether they get mining bush. So now they will mine in bush then. They describe for Kango pool now hand. So somebody go sit down and feature now you go get control over their mining bush. And when you say the pull local court, let them go home meeting. That means you don't spread. They say President Mio, they can't pull local court now hand now. Who said they get will lead the man and government not they pay Paramount chief them. Yeah? You know they pay them. Yeah? So it's like it is dangerous for the SLPP party. Watch your back, SLPP. Too much of leniency in governance is dangerous. Not everybody no more go cast it on no more. It begin to tell you things the way other parties they be free for implement. They say you implementer. It inside the book. They want to take a implementer. At the end of the day, Paramount chief them today. If we are proud of SLPP, they own SLPP. So we need for restore their dignity. We don't even need for cut their heart. So anybody who don't bring such idea, such information through local government for disturb and give President B one-time government, well, anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. I know we'll talk too much. Let other speaker, contribute DEEMAA yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ, for the SLPP DJ. Well, Sierra Leoneans, what DJ Force and Madam TENNEH try for say, yeah, with Paramount chief them, they are very, very valuable, very important. If they get information, then they come out say they want to transfer the power we the Paramount chief then get to go to the magistrate court or so forth and thing. That I could say is very, very dangerous. Remember, in the House of Parliament, President Bill member say the SLPP not become majority. What he can make the majority we get inside the House of Parliament, now the Paramount chief there. Yeah, now they can vote. Where they don't vote, they join hand with the sitting government, the government of the day. So whenever decisions they come out inside the House of Parliament, where they call developmental project for the people there, members and then Paramount chief them. And then vote, they make sure and endorse what you plan for do. If not to that, the APC Tolongo Toge Pambody, the party will not better for that country. They will always stand on all the good things then where you plan to do. Just like what Madam TENNEH say, President Bio, you get for what your front, your back, and all over. Now, one thing I want Sierra Leone understand today is President Bio, anybody will carry that information to you, not disrespect to you, because you not Paramount chief. I go repeat her. Judah Jalo na Paramount chief of Kafo Boulon. That also a disrespect to you. You know, I'm not going to say me being West Matlaya, DEEMAA the Great, the grandson of Alhaji Bihem Batakaka, one of the most powerful Paramount chief in the history of Sierra Leone. We are now saying 1978, the APC Tolongo Toge Pambody take advantage of most of them, especially the Paramount chief, the Mende Paramount chief, they take them all, they carry and go now. Mafanta, tie them, beat them, lay them on the street, on the sun, or let him look at the sun. They all become blind. May his soul rest in peace. Biam Bataka Kadai today, I go with eyesight effect, with eye problem. Why? Because of APC. You know, whenever APC in power, they marginalize the Paramount chief there. They degrade the Paramount chief there. When that happened, this other government, when an APC government comes, they stop them where all the paramount chief then get, they take a game in the hand, all the gold stuff, they sell all. They sell all. And make the paramount chief then become very angry. And just like how Madam KPAKA say, what he and SBI Kuma do, it just give young people the normal paramount chief than the one that way they support and the one that way they not the supporter and marginalize them. Yes. We know the effect of APC Tolongo Toge Pamodi. So whenever this strategy come out, I believe this strategy will come out from APC because they don't see, they don't get campaign message. They don't see, you don't categorically team up. Broad, you don't throw up the challenge, say, election 2023, no runoff. And they don't say, no runoff, no they. So what they are doing, they count all strategies. Every strategy is that to make sure we go discourage voters then. Now that strategy is then they count. Just like how we see they get a mayor weight map and they violate the constitution where nobody knows able to do nothing. Just like how they see they don't grab a rebellion, they put fire rebellion. Just like how they cut cable there and they go around free because inside the police sector them, they bokude. When promotion come, the one that way they for the government, they know they promote them. Now then they marginalize them. The APC then still get so much power yonder inside your government, which of course when honest by Kroma, what in a power, you know they tolerate that. When honest by Kroma in a power, people that they change their name themselves. When APC be in a power, that they change their name. If you not change your Stephen Singh or other Singh or this, that, you know they get a job. You say an inclusive government. You they work very hard to transform this nation. You love this country more than any other president, which you don't get. When that kind of information then they come, that kind of advice then they come, I believe so you are one of the most wise presidents more than anybody. They envy you, they jealous you. You got to stand tall and say no, just like how you say you respect them. Let nothing not make like you disrespect to them paramount chief them. Because I know some of we were as we come on a royal home, we wait for some time a case, some case never come. Then case then I think it make them paramount chief there. They get the small things there. Yes, as a tradition, which is very important. We know how it is. So if you take that power from them, then you can't go to them corrupt judges then, where they already see with judicial resistance a lack of trust. President View, that is
it's corrupt.
Very, very corrupt. It's dangerous to society. Yeah? I hang out there first. Madam KPAKA, any comment?
DJ Force, I want to tell you thank you. You really talk on that. And also DEEMAA, the great. The Slpp Bobo. Yeah. When I say in not clear, but a message they go far. And when message go far, some of them when they get sleepless nights, when I begin kind of agree movements, they type. So when I will say then they suspend we. Do ya not suspend we, sack we. The gratuity you give the grassroots them. Me payment on they give me from salon. When I give the grassroots them, men then take and so your team na party office when I give them, yeah. When I will want sack we na green movement. Wait till when I talk, na a very big talk. Recently we get a case na magistrate court. We land case. The magistrate the preside over that matter say the land belong to we because we self granny will come on a ruling house. Me on big brother na paramount chief of Langrama chiefdom. And Escoma tell and say men step out na parliament for let give a company we himself na paramount chief born and a small boy chiefdom. Say na down the in once na parliament. It tell and say no way. It say me na Slpp are they represent and ya me the people they want law go for election. Then go for election. We win. It's shame more to carry the marginalizer. So we land case, we go to magistrate court to win and the magistrate said the paramount chief say they're not summon you. Now the one that will go cut that plantation. Now they summon. The paramount chief say now send the people there. So what he do, it twists the case. He say me then can go na the chief down at the native court because na ain't get for sit down on top of that case there. We can go, we self tell them say we na stamp her. They don't stamp all the documents, they hold her, we don't keep her. We know say plantation we don't cut, they pay for her. We say he get that power, they na inside that state house. Now they hold on that power, they where they go and cause destructions in our paramount now chiefdom. Any household we see they strong, and they go for go set confusion. Where it very well know say not entitled to paramount chieftaincy, and they call himself the third. Who side the first come out? Because the same APC corruption what they talk about for the paramount chieftaincy. The paramount chief died in my village. May her soul rest in peace. In Papa go present murder. We not get no chieftaincy. Let's connect Duwai. Now then support her with Amid Kamara. That's when they will be there as provision secretary. Now then go support her. Then take that staff they then get by force the one that way right. Then left there. So now that same thing now they want for bring camp. Let them go talk because the message don't they spread over. They say President Bio they can cancel the local courts now. That you self on at the president, you know paramount chief, then they disrespect you. Now so during the regime, then they go now then rule the house then they go take different people, then they give them paramount chieftaincy, then do unto the guys then go to Unana team Sogbeni, then they take different people there because no more for cancel them, their old paramount chieftaincy they name them. And waiting DJ for stop. The paramount chief then first now then begin put them picking in at school. When at both school. When at the paramount chief picking them begin go. Because where education come, the people they don't know want for embracer. Then talk and inside men they say suku home. They say where can you picking go and they go learn different culture tomorrow, they go stand against you. Now that be make them not be value. God picking their education. Now that part of the country where they not be they allow women there for go school. As you don't reach secondary school, they say like ready now for go married. Woman education and kitchen they stop. So President Bio will not get for talk much. You don't hear it all. Their paramount chief their business. Now for strengthening the local court. Not take and they out and a magistrate court. If the magistrate court they be honest, why S.O. Williams don't die? Why 30 days they not bring that case come to justice? The last talk we'll talk about DJ Cliff. Una yeri what the police can say na the judges rule na they use. Where it get clear evidence say not a one man show. Na a big conspiracy. Instead, then take one person go put in a prison. Then left Sarah the Great there. When they all do that killing day, then escape. Then bring one great person. Then go lay in a prison because it come on at the southern part of Sierra Leone because na Mende Bobo. So now they don't go inside somebody where they work inside your administration. Where APC can, I don't talk anti people then they fit inside the system, the entire system. Then get two different identity. Then where APC can then get the identity where then they go use. Where SLP can then come back. Some of you not go able to play them double game then they. As if that mean like me they want go enroll me in APC. APC they say na the last passenger down they will not want her. NGC then they say a staff would lie will not want to see anaya. Will not they accept in membership. So this sabotage they want put her inside love like saying advice. Let go ahead and do that. They not do a. If you do election not foul, you don't hear what DEEMAA say, you don't hear what DJ First don't say. Now then go use against you for campaign. Paramount chief na paramount chief. You na paramount chief. You're not a stranger inside the chieftaincy. You are a paramount chief. Now you self you respect and the one for take. That one the way don't sit down, they hold them meeting then they not encourage them. We see they don't come put on a table, so share the paper. Share the paper. If you call them paramount chief, then I talk to them, they go tell you say no logistics, they not give them. But they don't go change figure. If you hear what's it can inside the audit reports, they not say you, they say about the presidency. That means say who that then they around you. The presidency, who that then they around you. Then don't go make longer list. Now this we don't spend for let them paramount chief they meet now. If you call them paramount chief then go tell you say they not give them no transportation. Now some of the sabotage this way, then they sabotage the new direction. Now I made that music, but they the guy talker. He said the one that way habopa. He said now then they undermine you. He said even though now your own brother there, but now then they undermine you. So we not get much for sale. DJ Force don't say all, DEEMAA don't say all, I don't say all. The Paramount chief then una left there. They're untouchable. Now traditional leader there. We will go talk. We don't agree. Some of you know too they give them. If na bush case, bodoboye geli you don't guy like that. One pilo mumu de semebo, mu vaya na lo mu gbate de ye mi mu for mu man anywhere. Mu go abugo ko e mama. But this is bad. May reach to the entire Paramount chief there. Na the north, na the south, na the east. Whosoever they pass with information to una, they tell una say President Bio wants scrap the Paramount chieftaincy. Una local court, he wants scrap and una hand in the blender with magistrate court now. Na lie. President Bio, you know the magistrate court, the bemben way they dey. The judiciary inside alone, the system is rotting. You meter is rotting. Now fix it, they try for fixer. If you go give them additional one, then they una trouble. The one where then get before that they no able handle am. Now you don't try for fix them up, for put the right people then they. Whether be they go then promote them and then quick then put them there because there be no say commission of inquiry they come. So now they now don't go inside. The one there where then they work with you and Escroma they get direct information from the table. How that information they reach out to them. How the information they reach out to them. Anybody where they inside the new direction, you think say they do error, they get away with that. Una with the ginger una from now. With the only left una 2023. Wo all the day on campaign. But any error una they make, would they cancel una. SLPP, not to RSA club. For say RSA club then get buffet. If me get tickets, me entire generation. Now that one ticket then they use go inside for go eat. It not get for happen. Now a political party we come for country governance and for govern.
Yes.
There 156 chiefdoms that will get them Paramount chief then they. Una know them followers there. If una mistake pull them bread down them out, una know to go lose for 2023. Whosoever they give that advice to President, you na joker. We don't pick you up. You not get for work. Yeah? We want to see 2023. We want to see President Bio back to power. The first lady be don't comment on few people there inside that state house. Say then they advise Iman wrongly. Let Iman try shifting. When they talk, they say, oh, he get big mouth, they talk too much. But some of the things there with Fatima they talk now true. Now true talk they talk. Because you always want for Siusa Iman they succeed. But some them can't make like say them like President Bio some not even retire. Now extend time for them. Let them go now, then company themselves one walk. Yeah, not so they want to put close for SLPP. Then bad advice are the way it gets inside state house. Shift some of them. We recommend somebody say let them get a job. Where the paper reach to them, then cross the person name, then put their own person there. But once the after the permission, once the.
Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you very much, Madam TENNEH. We're Australian. That was respect the Paramount chief. And we're not for respect them. Yeah. Now, we come to the next topic when the hard-working president talk and do Bio. President Bio, now a visionary, a leader. We love Sierra Leone. We make sure nobody left behind, everybody included. Well, we don't see the big thing where it don't happen. And as by Nkrumah ruled that country for 11 good years, he not able to eradicate poverty, he not able to make people then get water in that country there. He not able to make people then get electricity. He not able to make people then get health care. Well, now President Bio don't do another big thing where I want to share with you now. Then from there, we begin lament honor.
Commander DEEMAA, I want to say something here quickly before we go. Madam TENNEH talk about how this information they leak from status. Now the route I want to show. Now the route I want.
I want to let you left recommendation. Let's continue with this one. The hardworking president. Do ya a big. Let's continue with President Bio in things. Do ya. Now, Sierra Leone, una listen, what don't happen.
Now the first thing this, York don't get president, sitting president, we don't come visit them. Before we in the Canaya, he give me assignment. I tell thank you to be partner. They always help with for let we put light na ya. For let we also put light na John Obe. For let we also dig water well na ya, borehole. For let we also provide computer then for the school. For let we also provide support for the community center. I tell we partner then thank you. And I know say where we don't care with other people there. Then say you go dey pa York for see. And all this rural district for see how we go before.
The people of York, we just don't celebrate 203 years. And York now one of the oldest community we go find na the western area. And we dey say that this York community we dey ready for all His Excellency the President in hand for support him for the development of the community. And also, as an headman of the district headquarters town New York, I want to use this opportunity again for say the entire headman, the council of headman, now the entire county, they welcome you for the development that you don't bring, and then self say, then they send a word to you that we ready for work with you for let Mama Salon and the community then go before.
Where we they develop, now national development, we know the pick and choose. We not a pick and choose. Now that make we are realize say the western rural we don't neglect them for so long. Within I go call historical injustice to una make appoint a whole minister for make a day for the remind me no more about western rural. Because Papa Salon get for good before.
Papa Salonga for do before. Well, DJ for you as a PRO for the SLPP, you don't hear what the people that from your community don't talk say they be don't marginalize them for so long. But the right government is. But however, you don't watch the video. What are you on take?
You know, our first of all, I'm looking for waste time. I said thank you, we President Bill will bring what they call statistics and survey in the country. We people that be try for stop the government for letting no go count the people. So if President Bill go tin up now York today, it's a historical injustice. It is a very broad word. Census don't bring results to the people. Census don't bring development because it not only use historical injustice. Now York, for the past since colonial days, APC don't rule that country. They pass all political parties. Now census don't bring result to President Biose.
Oh, we just don't miss DJ Force. You know, DJ Force, they try to talk about census with President Bio, don't carry it. Because of that census, they don't make today. Places them where development number they go, it can enter there now. Because the role of the census, where DJ Force they try for say is when they count you, they know the amount of people that way they did. Well, that will make they get a budget where we go directly to that place there to see how best they go develop that place. But when they call certain people, they let they can, the one that will no one development, let it go now. Then community there, we want deny justice, development. Well, let it go, transformation, let it go, New York. Now the APC to long go to get somebody because now they say no count. No count yourself. You know, this is exactly what the DJ Force they try to do. For technical reason, I see DJ Force they still fail to come in. Why Madam TENNEH? Yes.
I be don't tell you, President Bill understand the human rights of everybody in our society. He no say as a leader, now in responsibility for provide health, education, clean water, and shelter for the people then. If them guy then they get mind, then they go now York, go grip them people then land and sell them. today they not get water for drink. Where the guy they talk and say for 200 years the oldest community, they not get all them basic facility there. When are they right for enjoying? Then only they take them in to their areas then for political campaign. Then they make to the people there. Like what see they go tell people then I can man. When I know they vote for we will not go give una road. Like say now out of them pocket or now inside them district then revenue then come out. When that money way European Union be allocate for road construction. So DJ Force I go and let pick am from there. So now that President Bill they try for tell the people then say now una right for getting here now una community. Now that make I don't brand am. I not brand am for let una vote for me. But I believe say una forget access to education for health, clean water, and una picking the get forget quality education. Now that make it don't bring laptop then go na the computer then at the schools then. Because we picking them na so na primary school. They all get computer then at the school. Then get the one that when they give them the car out in a house. So why? They not forget. What's wrong between a salon? Just a population of 4 million. The minerals they all get in a salon. If they manage and well, everybody for they get in social security money it can inside a account. So why we not forget anything there? But they be they make Alex say you not vote for who not they give you. So DJ for speak am from there. So I just want to tell President
yeah, una I tell una take care. I tell Madam TENNEH I take way be able to give this idea say let President Bill travel na the western part of Freetown. Everybody know York. Now one of the oldest community in the life of Freetown capital city. But because all our political parties they don't fail the society. But anyway, President Bill is very smart. He said, but what is the party census here now? Not for conducting census now. But so the census result on the call now, President Bill begin know who type for career development here go, where at least he go lay this foundation and make people they stand up for themselves. But President Bill not forget how people operate with you. Anywhere where they care development goodie, they make sure say let the policy where they control that administration, it is loyal towards your policy and your manifesto. Why I say this? Because all the developmental basis project the way they open APC they make sure say that particular section where they try for establish it for be the party lawyers. So now with 2 weeks in the final project will be beneficial to people. Back the rest they begin grumble. Now so it affect the electrification we don't carry towards the chiefdom level, we don't go to the chiefdom level. What the APC they do as they go along that project, quick, they don't organize somebody from Freetown. When for go they ahead of that project, they when for they in charge for the distribution of the wealth among the society. Now 1 week, they get to the people as the national know they go on again. That's what ever happen. Now this electrification we don't bring towards children level for the chiefs them and for we people them. Now the country, the engineer the way they per day for distribute their solar light them as net reach they hot up. The people they know they get up, but they don't get no side for reach. So
hey, we don't listen.
They don't get no side for reach out for make that complaint. I also want for tell Madam Minister and I be like Tunis, thank you. Do ya and I in the western area. As soon as don't care then development na York, try engage the York people then. Let una get a clear consultation. Because then they grab them land and then they go send truck of police then they go fetch them. Unknowing to the Inspector General of Police. Una need for address them issues then they. Then waterfront then we want for add the seats then. Then we lose the seats then. Do ya? Una try do them thing then they and consult them people them. Una continue na the peninsula. May God bless the president. Long live SLPP, long live President Bio. And you the minister we don't they in charge. For meet them people then. Go touch base with the people then. Interact with the people then. Let you know what's in the burning issues there. Around that Freetown they do ya. Continue good work. Thanks very much.
Yes, DJ Force, continue. Yes, DJ Force.
So in this children rectification, this solar lights, the people that the people that they put in charge for distributing lights here, they know they do service delivery, they know they give the light to the people. And one thing where they happen in future again, what's now for this electricity ration? Because President Bio don't give electricity to the entire Freetown where this light for they go on like America, England, Germany. They're not for the recognize blackout. But what the APC they do? How did they organize the cabal? They make sure say what's in the left, it not go away. That is, it's electricity. All the man that way they in charge of the line there for distribute electricity. As monitor come, they give light. As net come, they take light. So now so that they discourage the population of the SLPP lovers. Now the eastern part of Freetown. Now the rural district areas, them all the electricity the way they distribute, the line distributors are not SLPP loyalists. Now so APC they operate with the new direction. So I just want to bring that to the nation, to the leader them, to President Mew, as he also am part of the Green Movement for say the information or the hit Green Movement say the light. Now Santa they give. Now net. They know they give light. Now so APC don't organize there. They say, well, then go tell the new direction, say, or the SLPPC. Now they get Sierra Leone. You go lay the foundation, but now they get for control. So they help Motoka the way President Europe. They not just can't take any kind of metro. They go put her inside it. Where you don't know what they had. Let them get the your trainees them. We go inside them and for go control the asset for let the benefit reach to the people because at the end of the day, APC get for governor the metros the way they inside the government, where they work at the hospital, like Connaught Hospital. So tell what they say for say metro, they quick. They don't run syndicate. Somebody where they go inside that bus now, where you can say if you don't pay money, you can't inside. You don't see. So now so they per week in the new direction. Now we back. We make development for the people. And governor, would they go head that development day for purely be and apply a PCN. So now so the game they play inside Freetown. Now today Freetown, they get electricity in the eastern part of Freetown. As net can they take up. But
and then bosses then they would they plead to the government may reach now the province system. Let's have get constraints then for vehicles then where they care people then. Then the other key recommendation when you want to give to the Minister of Health, ambulance drivers for be a health care trainees there. Why then say they don't take this person and then just put on an ambulance, you don't go die. Because the ambulance driver, he not get no training whatsoever. He not get RSPC. Yeah, ambulance drivers there and nurses there. Where them pick patients, then they make sure to say, then test the sugar, then test your blood pressure, let them know first how you did before ever then they move with you. If they need support, then they call a backup for come meet them. But salon ambulance driver they don't get no training, they don't get no nothing. They don't know nothing. Then just they drive that ambulance there because they get driver's license. So if they take the patient, put her inside motorcar, whether they not for run with her, the car then gallop then they run with her. By the time they say ambulance don't pick her, by the time they reach the hospital, you don't die. They really need for train the ambulance drivers then. Therefore be nurses. We they call them paramedics. The paramedics then, now then they drive the ambulances then where then they take people then. Where they don't call them for go take somebody who is sick in a house, then get all them first aid. Then get everything inside that ambulance there, where then they able to check them before ever then reach the hospital. But if ambulance no driver not sabi take blood pressure, you know nothing. By the time they pick the patient, now also don't die.
Okay.
DJ.
Thank you very much, Madam TENNEH Papa. DJ Force, you be there on something. But before that, I want to touch on a small. From there, we continue. Somebody, when I watch this one.
His Excellency, sir. You are the first sitting president we can visit this historical community. And we want to salute you, sir, for this wonderful privilege where you give me. And we want to commend and say plenty thank you to His Excellency the President. We believe say waiting the President they do so na smoke una see so. We believe say the fire they be end.
Important at times for take healthcare, go meet the people and not to alter them for the kind of hospital. So the formula for that, now for you na hospital on wheels. So we get serious hospital there also. We inside, we want ourselves go inside, they want to go see.
We are one of few countries in West Africa to invest 12% of our budget, national budget, to healthcare. Thank you, the people of the People's Republic of China and the government and Ambassador Wu for supporting this Health on Wheels program. It brings inclusive, quality, and equitable health service to the doorsteps of Sierra Leoneans in some of the most deprived areas of our country. It is an innovative initiative that brings healthcare to the doorsteps of Sierra Leoneans with a full complement of health staff, a doctor, a dentist, ophthalmologist, pharmacist, nurses, midwives, community health officer, and data entry officer. Great pleasure and delight, I now commission these buses. Health on Wheels.
Yes, man, TENNEH, the topic where you be for continue here. You just don't see what the minister don't talk.
Tana Australian Day, then give one guy award local hero Australian Day. Because they move them bus, then they pick people then at the street, they go meet people that were sick. Especially them people that were homeless. The same bosses then we get anaya. Where recently they don't award the guy. Now then they go, President you get game. I be don't say you get game. Now individual they no always surrender and we no one believe in dreams. Sometimes they think say we go second rounds. The line don't long for them or time not then at the side. Where then the mago they can't wait himself. But una give the man chance, but the man get idea. He get good vision for salon. So una give chance. Una give a chance so you will not say you don't retire. You dey change figure inside that state house, try go. Retire for see una face. Because now una they bring their bad advice then to president. Look them bosses there. From where APC go buy boss, then at the rotten one that we don't recognize them car with. Now they don't bring heads on the wheel. That if they try for match up with country like Australia, because we get her. Before they run go na hospital, you they call after hours doctors then that boss they can direct now you do not. If they no say then for care you go hospital now, then just they take you now then care you go. But they for treat you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Biobo. The guy then they begin inside darkness. The man don't go stay now overseas. Don't see what see they happen. Now that make them thing and they bring a car. Outside be they see the same thing. So man come overseas you. But wait till land they not copy you. In fact, it was past the one then at the ground. We can meet. The home base there. And so man get PhD, but you not ever work in an area. We study you. Now they don't can get a job. Now me son then they be the decks there no more. Tell a Paramount leave. Batman or they take he go. Better mama. They know they know what then they do.
I come back to you. Thank you, Madam TENNEH. I come back to you. DJ Force as a PRO. Before you talk, two things what I capture, what I want to give you as a PRO, I want to let you break down for people there. One, President Bio said the national budget, that 12% they spend on healthcare, which of course in Sierra Leone, the previous government, one day they not do that. Now, second, we got 22% where we also spend on education. When you calculate both, we get that is 34% of the country national budget what it is spent on education and the healthcare. Now, man that they grab, they scratch their head, because when they're in power, this waiting for benefit the people, they know they benefit, they take and they put under their pocket, they enrich themselves. So you DJ Force, the SLPP DJ, the PRO, please break this thing down to the blue pope, to the layman, they learn and understand what you just don't see President Bio what it don't do for in people there. That's a lot. Oh God, DJ Force don't call you. Yes, madam. Okay, DJ Force don't come. Yes, DJ Force.
Well, in some $100 million, if some man worth $100 million, na say you today they jubilate for him, and they pay people what they cost mommy cost. Well, we 34% of our GDP will go spend on health and education. Because if we give power to somebody, we don't go enrich himself, a world pass $100 million, but we not get hospital in New York. The president will not bring mobile hospital in New York. Then we can now start to judge who is good in Sierra Leone. Yeah, who that rule we fine, who that they sorry for we. Yeah. Percentage the way they before spent per people, and today they don't go dig hole. They still don't pat up money. They pay they organize rebellion activities. We tell President Bill thank you. Only 2 million for tell President Bill. This particular development, the way they bring and come, make it not just can left farm because President Bill, now he go on a radio station, they interview you. He said the country is sit on political life. Everything. It is impossible they die now to the APC. Now they know they sing the Bible and the Quran again. Oh. Now party sing they sing, but the people already go burn them. So what did happen? We are divided in politics. No matter how you try to play national inclusion, national development. When you bring the development here, we they recommend to you say, you gotta know the people in charge for provide the service for the people there. Not just take nurses, then no more you go put them there because if it's we want to play national development. No! Even inside the nurses, Connaught Hospital, na example. The people when they open na Connaught Hospital, they believe in APC. Now maybe they dirty day. Yeah? So if they spend 34% of our GDP, this must go trust our. Now buy we own money. Yeah, no money now go take back. So them they are not going to call up no money at the public in hand. Remember the trade, APC district, the education, na ACP district, the health sector, na APC district. Now they bring corruption there. Now they make not today. Nurses they go work na Connaught Hospital, na coaching. They cheap mercy. They go. I mean, I treat people in a private homes. Them the hospital they deprive of government benefits. Now APC make today where doctor in a hospital it get private pharmacy where the drugs they come for the government. Now they come put on the pharmacies there they sell out without this foundation. Now the APC Tolombo.
The APC Tolombo Toge Pambody. Yes, because they're a criminal. A young people. Yes, Madam. Yeah, on mute you said.
I say continue.
Okay. Now a young people, na Tifma there, na Santibokia there, they don't mean well for that country. Yeah. The APC Tolombo Toge is Pambody. What did they specialize in a mami course? Just like how DJ Force the talker. 34% of GDP would they put it inside what would they see for let people Sierra Leone and then the benefit. Yeah. But APC Tolombo Toge Pambody, then they take that money they put in their pocket. And as by Kroma, the richest person, na saloon. Second to the most stiff man we will get when Samura Kamara, where if we pay that money back, 2.something million a tip. This is I know a teacher will continue. APC are criminals, them. They are thieves, political movement.
No, they are criminals. Yes. So now they care corruption into our health sectors today. Sierra Leone became one of the best hospitals in the whole of West Africa. Yeah, now APC care corruption in the Ministry of Health. And that corruption for cut the roots, how for cut them, President Bill, you have to really get a team where loyal to the SLPP for go administer the wealth the way they bring for people. Let that mobile hospital in okay go New York. Not allow any kind of no more for go be in charge. They not go use that in the right place. They go use them for distract so that the benefit of the new direction it not go reach to the people. Yeah, the protection of new direction it not go reach to the people. Now these are the time for tell the new direction and the SLPP government say we get nurses where don't study, where don't graduate, for even give a pin code now. If you not pay 500,000, if you want work na country, now 2 million you dey pay na country. If you want work na Connaught, na 5 million you dey pay for get pin code. Who that don't lay this foundation? Now the APC Tolongbo toll gate pan body. So everything where this government they bring they make sure say enough for showcase to Fritonians there, enough for read to Fritonians there. Now he make it the final say any developmental things the way President Bio they bring they make sure say na APC go handle up. And President Bio, you don't know who that na APC inside heart. Now where the service not they reach to the public, now you go know say now this na APC. So everything today where they try for transform Freetown, for change Freetown, what you mean the people they know they pass here na Freetown because now the people where they in charge. The government is set at the top, but it's weak at the bottom. So what do they recommend now? Una begin for no screen people them where for go be head of them development where they bring kind of the society. All electricity where don't they spread. Black are not supposed for them net now. But when net come western area, they know they give blackout there because they know say in a western area they live. But the entire eastern part of Freetown, they pack cry. People they pack cry. When net come, they put the lights off. When Santa come, they put the lights on. That time the people they know they never know. They know they now house. So still APC, it is in your system, President Bill. So Minister of Energy can't just say, you know go say you go establish Waterloo, light now Waterloo. Then the man where they distribute the line under, you know, Sabiam. Or you know, they even communicate to you. So they don't train man them as you go open solar light. The man where they go there for go distribute the light, it for be APC. So the service not for you know they reach to the people. This night I want for say DEEMAA. So if you give me the opportunity for make a talk, well, we want for tell President Bio say the Green Movement will expand across Sierra Leone when people they get interest for the call and give the views and things the way they happen, where they call you ministers them, where they know they take the phone and where they not get no side for they complain. So now make they bring this to the public for me they know say now so the government APC the power operate to now. Una go launch anything when that thing way for benefit change the mindset of the people. Would they go control that area there? It will be APC. So the benefit you know they reach to the people. Now that exactly I want for say. Thank you, DEEMAA.
Thank you very much, DJ, for the SLPP DJ. Well, Sierra Leoneans, I believe say this is not the end of SLPP weekly news. We just they can't give a recommendation there now. Yeah, from there when I go meet we will get more time on current affairs.
I just want for say thank you to the Minister of Health, himself na Paramount Chief from Jeru. Yeah, Minister Dembi, Austin Dembi. Thanks very much because now under your regime, modern boss here don't reach. Would they tell you thank you for your proactiveness and how you can work with the president for move this country here to different level. Yeah. Would they tell you thank you? The Minister of Energy, would they tell you thank you? They do a great job. You don't really deliver. Honorable Minister Mansa can't just say you don't do a great job. But certain people then they inside that ministry they or then they sabotage what they do. So now for check them properly, yeah. You don't do a great job.
Yes, DJ, for the SLPP DJ, what did you find as message where you go give a recommendation?
Well, I encourage Sierra Leoneans for me to support President Bill government. And I want for them to go tell your brother, your sister, your mama, your papa, your grandpa, and all the Paramount chief they say, come 2023, the campaign message will get across Freetown, capital city, vote for education, not run off. And I also want to say thanks to the Paramount chief them, the root cause where Mother KPAKA they say how the information they read to Aneskuma. Well, this Paramount chief they will sit on na small bowl Blama. Now, to run the whole transaction, they pass when Aneskuma, one of in best party, where Sandy take the information. Now, Blama, it a good drop am. Then he reach to Aneskuma na Makeni. So now the root cause down, I don't go want to talk too much again because I'm in finance speech at the give. There's Sandy, where President Bill say na the no more vote for SLPP or na the no more educate pass or SLPPians, where now one of the root cause in this way the information they leak na your status, where it drop first na Blama, where it drop na Blama, then it reach to Aneskuma. This na the chain I don't show you today, President Bill, under the Green Movement. And I also say grassroots. When I make sure say the sit-down way for make President Bio come back to power 2023, we go able make sure say we say Eastern Police, we need a very big market for Eastern Police. May nobody no block them. Car wash, we want an grafting. Then nobody no block them. Where it go come out through the parliamentarian seat, the owner go put all na APC the hand, una give to SLPP. Now he make the final say Freetown Dirty. Because of that city council where they under Freetown, where they under APC, now he make the final say Mosquito, Bokupas, Montamade, na Freetown. But if una give that city council to President Bio 2023, una say go no say Freetown go be like America. I tell una all thank you. DEEMAA, I tell you thank you, Madam TENNEH, I tell you thank you. And all the listeners them, encourage you, brother, vote for education, come 2023, no run off.
Thank you very much, DJ Force.
Thank you.
The grassroots, any final message to the grassroots? Unmute yourself. You mute. You mute, grassroots, Baba, you mute.
To the people of Sierra Leone, to the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, the Paramount Chief, Bio. Anybody where they tell you say let go against the Paramount Chief there, now you safe. Now they want go against you. Do ya? We political party, the Sierra Leone People's Party, now the oldest party, now the sub-region. We don't do for law get a specific funding for party affairs. The women then they struggle. They not get no funding allocated to them. Now the time this now for restructure the party officials they will not get appointments. Now all the districts then are then zona then they. Now the areas then una put them on payroll. Yeah. Now that make would be recommend say you will get appointments inside the party. You know for go take the party duty because work no boku people then they way they want for work. But if una don't left people there, now the party offices there right around the country, they know they get nothing. They sit down, don't clean and they yawn. Nobody know the way they go meet them. Una try meet them. Una not take una stronghold and una party base there for granted. Then self one put food na table. Una try do something for them. Not so that individual goodness no more. When you go today, give something to somebody where they need them. Una try do something for the party. Let the party get a special fund for party affairs. Whereas then go train people there how to do campaign, not to pass away election they can before they begin to train people there. For they train people there, therefore train the young people there. Una grassroots them, una member there. Una don't disconnect una self from the people there. Una try engage with the people there. And I still want to say to thank you to Madam Aissata Kamara, the Deputy Minister of Trade. Continue your good job. Yeah, you know Iron Lady. I salute you. You know the woman of the day. Happy International Women's Day to you, Madam Aissata. You know one of the toughest ministers there inside Salon, where they really work on the ground. I salute you again, and I send you this greeting for the International Women's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam TENNEH. Where Fambuden and how we got to end this business. You know, this now SLPP weekly news. And we tell when I say vote for education 2023, no run up. Well, Monday be the talk say 2023 they're ready for it. For up to now, man, they not even get somebody we go contest against President Tok and Dubio. Where Agladi we PRO owner send a signal to President Bio. He say, President Bio, this election will not go for crown go 2024. He say now 2023. So they don't declare that the 2023 winner, which of course now April for the others council election and July for the other elections then. Where PRO I will tell you thanks, President Bio don't listen to your message. He say no, we are going into election. The one that will be say President Bio, they go to them or they try to reach to people then they say because of 2023 election. Well, I will tell you, say you just the blame you ego or you they blame yourself in other way around. Because President Bio,
you blame yourself, yes.
You blame yourself, yes, because President Bio, this 2023 election, now no runoff. Yeah. And I make a glad way with campaign manager don't take a very strong tour. We don't see also with Secretary General and the Deputy Secretary General, they don't go hit corner. You know, we don't see we party chair lady, the women's leader. It's a don't team up top. So top as the way we get. So good heroes the way we get, you know. So APC, they will not even imagine look at them. We don't see say they all don't come together, they don't go to go meet an by Kruma, they call themselves COP. I don't know whether that's Tomatis Cup or a Jagatu Cup or Maggie Cup, where they say then a cup there, they want to pull President Bio 2023 with Anes by Kruma. But the thing is just funny. Anes by Kruma, where now one of the most greedy politicians, where I don't know about a cup or Simon Cup, a Beleno the fool. They one other small Simon Cup there when I don't get that, when I don't go see whether they go join hand with her. I don't know how.
Why I dog not the belful? 9. That why I dog, you know the belful.
That is your fault. What think about happen to that Tomatis Cup there where they don't go to the
you know, now they go play there, they go play with their Boskidi. You know Boskidi?
Yeah.
Tomatis Cup, Pepper Cup, Maggie Cup. Now Boskidi you get for go play with. Oh, Naki no more, you don't go down. You know they grab again. So, you know, they say where you don't eat, you don't better food, or you not better food. Now, picking the car up per mind. Una listen to President Bio go na Kabbalah or Poloko. Yeah, they say why not respect. He said na Pamay with the rope he close.
Are you
so that speech they said me is where President Bio be the talk. He says some money for grow, so money for respect themselves. Now nobody know the way they make a chairman for life. So if you don't respect, he says society they respect the stuff. Say na Pamay will rob. So. Yeah. He said a Pamay. So I get that speech. He said me why they work out. Every day I they work out what they imagine that kind respond with that woman they give. So where Anes Koma say nobody know the woman they not born picking the APC, they picking they not value for take position. Well, generation are conflict with that TENNEH be the top. Well, now they can't follow. But one thing, they got one social media blogger for the APC party. Where they try for push on President Bio, let President Bio pull Anes Koma na APC for them. No, not to a political party with APC. You know, we don't do the topic, we don't do final speak, but we don't give brief analysis now. We are not expecting a President Bio they can pull. Because here is a man who not believe in ballot box. Here is a man who no one they conduct election from where don't left power inside APC party. Then una na President Bio na one like kaula for una or like kampula. No, we go find a pay, but not to who they make decision for una. It's una your political party. So SLPP and APC political parties are different ideology. We play different. So you see, but APC they talk now at the media for saying that President Bio they allow Anes Koma na Palara government would they run. No. Now who they in charge. Now they give staff there to Paramount. Ufuna they na social media and they use now for this political party. They are especially not to President Bio for Kansi and Anes Koma step aside. No, If una know say una party was democratic, then let us see now. Let us see if this APC party was democratic before. But now violence una believing now President Biode they pray for let go arrest and Nkrumah. And who know they arrest? We'll say, would they fine? Would they finally you bring the money? Like would they not find Samura? Not to so be say, whoever say they arrest Posse. But if you refuse to pay the money, then the police go inside for arrest you. But we be say, no, we not they arrest nobody, we not they jail nobody. If they pay the money, you go bring the people the money. And as some of them money are, where President Biode they go buy a hospital, mobile hospital now in the bring and camp for York. So I tell everybody, thank you. Thank you.
Django Stephen be telling, say what you don't do na the wrong thing. All them bookman they we sit down inside APC. Them bookman there, now they left sit down. And then Nkrumah among them bad man like that day. He capture for them all. He turn himself chairman and leader for life. We SLP will not the acceptance. We not the do. We get leader where they listen, we they make recommendation, we they come with suggestions then. And democratic, you know the acceptance, you know say it wrong. So APC then they expect President Biole go arrest and Nkrumah for the leg commander then to vote na lie. Na they kusuna. Now una put an chairman in life. Where Django Stephen be tell una say, this na big mistake. When I begin say no, they tell the game sweet, all man cack shoulder. They be the supporter. Now then I don't clear. When I go say they will. And one CD, the consortium, whether they head and one CD. Some man not get political base, almost vote then they bring can. KK wana Kambia no more get to. Hebo, we know they divide the vote for nobody. Before we
No. Madam TENNEH, wait. Nobody not talk say KK wana. Madam TENNEH, I want to say something.
When President Biode this talk we don't go talk na Kambia. They say, SLPP don't smell defeat. Now make now they come meet Kande Yumkela. Hey, yeah, before rain can. Orange and coconut, it already get water. Before the rain they can, we already get water inside SLPP. We know say 2023, now no runoff. We do am because we believe say na SLPP EBD. And what see President Biode do is not wrong at all. Now the right thing that it take as a true leader. For let me meet it talk to her. Now that a leader for do. Now a very good leadership role now President Biode don't show out to her. But they support and then on social media. SLPP, they don't smell defeat. Before Renka Orange already get water. The human capital will get her. SLPP the line along safe. Now the one that will not get political base, now they go inside NGC, then they fan base. And politics now base now get her. When you not get her, you not get her. Yeah. But the consortium, to be honest, I want to see the whether they be the president. In the tricking company there, he say one big campaign manager pan lie. He thinks say smart. That campaign manager will say one big campaign manager, something they up in sleeve. And Nkrumah, you able to map put Alikaba if na campaign una dey go pa. You able campaign with her? You serious? What did they talk? From the frying pan to the fire. Because you know one come up in politics. You know one go sit down. Now make President you don't say you say you need for grow up. If not, then picking them on the way one go take the permit then get for rub and pay you. Grow up, yeah. You need for grow up. Yeah, all done grey. Now for grow up.
But I tell you, they tell you funny. You know, kind of UK la. Now a berry one will not want to let it die. Now every president you don't see him say before this we brought a be inside SLPP. Before it can't die, APC can't kill him. You know, law will rescue him. Now that. But can you inside one talk like say a guest shoulder park? But see if you say a guest shoulder park, well, we'll go watch, we'll go see. Then be say President Biode the cow one cow can the UK for let it come or other people let it come for 2023 election. No, President Biode not they think about that. That's no you would eat up. It had to you, not had to you. Now for go about 23. That not for sure. Yeah. So then they will not think about that. We are thinking about 2028 election. I make you see. the election date don't come out, not only for this year, for next year, but also 2028, when in November. Remember, say with the command, so then 2028 again with the command, just like DJ Fosoti talk now, ANC now with the Pabiso, we just go for the team leader. For the APC Tolongo Toge Pabody, Allah, we not the smell power again. The bench, we not go tell it. So, kind of Yukela, now at least say, now injured, now going to Indomont. If I don't take that opportunity, but what you don't miss out, now me dem say Hebra Malaka Fai, yeah, Hesi Arobo, Moya Mali day, you know.
Yeah, in politics, you not get ego. You should not take your ego into politics. Politics, you don't bring your ego into politics. Then can respect the way President, you know, the elect, you know, party, the biggest diamond, the most light, the hard gate, road construction, education, don't destroy. Now they don't far. Cambia not to can the UKLA get it. Now SLPP get it because the by-election, they already conduct na Cambia. Can the UKLA not even say candidate? APC no winner, SLPP win all. So what's in the result now we go say, because of they don't go to us, so the market value don't increase. No. For smart part 2. Now in the council na radio.
Now what I'm sorry we don't sorry for him because na Nigeria movie we don't see the flash. We know side the match get for end. We side the game the end. We side the movie get for end.
We don't see
the
flash.
But don't tell and say let's go ask. You go meet Susu boy there. Ask them say what will be happen.
But the man that we don't go for consult some with. These people are political level. They are watching you like you are one of the most candidates will betray them. Will they give you $250,000 for go declare for them? You know silent. So how comes that they go for a consortium? You know, can they let him brother go extra mile in make sure say bring and the SLPP party who said in Papa can leave foundation, can left wealth. That wealth they can protect them. May not come follow political criminals the which are custody. Now mami cause left give them and rebellion activities, aggressive behavior, they go follow them. You know, ever conduct election inside APC party when a chairman a leader. For life. Secretary General is elected. The spokesman is elected. SSS is elected. All executive wing not to vote the in. So I go for the people that they say you say you want to see a transparency institution. Institution, now they go for that. When they conduct election, anyway, President Bio, you get for go car can you class this guy respect we Papa is on a graveyard. Make a blessing for like no more sample na political party we call SLPP.
So now APC and transparent we don't go join them. Now so they all NGC. Then it's bright they not get political base, then they fan base. Then a passenger will not get station, then they fell outside for candle.
Madam Teresa, commissioner for the commissioner, the SLPP weekly news, current affair, Masoud Dubuya. At least this is the time we get in touch with Masoud Dubuya for commission this house now. We are waiting for a long time. At least let Masoud Dubuya come because Masoud Dubuya, he don't do something we need for can talk about and talk about back. You know, and I for commission weekly news.
I know, but they don't give you a notice, so they say they get for suspend week. That guy again mind.
President Bill not agree. President Bill not agree.
Now, before we continue, before we close, let me just laugh small. What did President Bill give me?
Let me tell you my own story. My personal story for free education. The time when they go to school, na Potloko, in those days, later of una not been born it, maybe una papa not been born itself. In the 1960s, one term school fee na be 8 shillings and 4 pence. 84 cents, you know, reach 1 leon. But that have been trouble for let people they get out. I've been there at class with very brilliant boys and girls. A lot of them drop out because of 8 shillings and 4 pence. And some of them, then go be motor boy, apprentice. Now I could see in sympathy and empathy with them, I call myself the apprentice. And the one where Monica I take, Okupe Lele, he dey put loco. Now the very clever man, he dey play football pass we. Now he dey run mile for we. Now he dey sprint for we. Now he dey take first in a class. He had to drop out of school for 8 shillings and 4 pence. Like today, today now the Papa don't make vice chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone. But for 8 shillings and 4 pence, the Papa not get it. But then Boku dey na put loco. When they see Boku apprentice dey na put loco, na be money, it was access to education. But now you don't make the access to education free and a level playing field for everybody. Now that make me say, I say, Pa, well, how we go counter this? The only way to counter it is now for Falara. Then we help people. Atofni, Afulni, Koya, Sekano, Topenwa, Mamono, Mamono. Aha! We young government, now one country, one people, no so? And we have been used one big word. We say now inclusive government. Today I'm not surprised for seeing the honorable, the former vice president Naya. You not tell me, oh, you not send to me. But what I can say I'm not surprised. Because there were two at different times waiting they tell me without them knowing. They say anything when I for make salon go before. Country and call with it. We will read it. And we as salon we want make. Not to one side we want make. Because with the other side, the former vice president, he don't grow. He say me, I don't do me politics. Now for salon nowadays. So me not to, I not belong to this, I not belong to that. Me a statesman. I respect you for that. But you still, I feel say, Mr. Apprentice, you get for tell bossman they made a land for the state people. Where you don't serve 2 terms. Now for what's in hand, fine. You go sit down like a big man. If you know what's your hand, fine. We dey give respect, but side they say respect the tap. We dey give respect there, but side they say respect the tap. And when we reach that side, everybody go know say they don't do. We pack about be left, no so. Now one day around, hey, if you want be chairman and leader of the party for don't make him. But he say, may I give you a chance. We not say go land. Now the land we still dey pan. We forgive the younger one the chance. Not to one man, God may make anyone but the chairman and leader. So that talk they will go for talk him. But I'm glad he will big brother, he don't grow. He don't be statesman now. They're the same thing for Alpha Khan. Me he don't talk plenty thing. He say anything where I for go before. He say put me before. So the little energy where I get, the experience where I get, I want to help you for do the things then.
Yes, DJ Forbes. Because you talk about Pamai Day, and I make I say I get the original Pamai. Man, they say well, so man, another the woman say, well, if somebody don't want respect, they say we go rock Pamai Day. So and as by Kuma, if you don't respect yourself, we dey rock Pamai Day. And me na DEEMAA the great. And as I be the Pama wa hebu rock for you. As to God, I do not see you white way, a white or a red way for you. I did not here. Yes, DJ Forbes. Low hitter up, low cross.
Well, today, I want to inform the police the justice system Sierra Leone allow and its command violates the law of the state. Don't host and McKinney, they call political meeting and in houses where that not supposed to happen in any country. I mean, they get political party offices, but we don't know what really with police they about. With judiciary they about, we don't know what to make they allow and command in the work like it above every institution in the Republic of Sierra Leone. We get military barracks na McKinney, we get police headquarters na McKinney, we get the justice court, high court na McKinney, we get very close to McKinney, but they sit down they look at Escobar in the whole political gathering, political meetings na in host. We not to hold on the political party office. make this they happen today, police, remember say, and his command not go make himself powerful part the national anthem and the crown and the carry. Now, some people that give power and they don't pull power now in hand, not to leaders of that country again. You know, we say we be ex-president, that means they above the law. That means you go broke the law of the state, then nothing not go happen to you. Well, if now they do so, if now they allow any school they break the law now because every now and then they will not need forget Panemba Road. We not need forget any prison. We not need forget even police CID. Because at the end of the day, when the judge is showcase like it get right for all political gathering which is dangerous. Headquarter day. Party headquarter day. Party offices they across the country in an APC party office. Why you know the whole meeting day? But now inside you host the whole meeting. It is dangerous for any state, for any former leader we don't take power. Putin and Skuma so na the scene as Sierra Leone. But we go continue for bring the knowledge to the public.
We go wrap my panel.
You know easy, you know funny. Yeah, go wrap my panel. You pass it to the close.
Yes. Now in the Kenya that you want, you know.
Like, I just want to create awareness for the IG, for let you know say, and it's command all day above the law, above the law, and above the oath. Oh, magistrate they take, all the ministers and the oath on take, and it's command all day above the oath. Then they because we don't see now say. And it's come out on the underrate Putin na Sierra Leone. I want for a show now. Me where they far away, I mean they pass now in driveway they partake. Me where God give the power for make sure say APC not ever come to power in Sierra Leone. Now me they pass and it's come out in dream. So I want for a show Sierra Leone. They say today and it's come out and second Putin in West Africa region, not only in Sierra Leone. Because the man this way talk about jihadist war. He said, go away jihad war. That war they, if you not the lawyers, they not be know the meaning. If you not the police, they not be know the meaning. If you not the magistrates, they not be know the meaning. If parliament also not be know the meaning, then Putin jihad war way he use. Where now Putin in return in the council in Africa, West Africa region, because this man he got money pass on all. He got money pass the city president. The city president, what's no more in get now power. Money, they organize, and it's command power. Now after where they go dissolve parliament, if they get for a party supporters them, where control police they not get for able to control them. Parliament they wait for let them dissolve because when they dissolve parliament for 2023 election, APC they calculate say there is no government now, so they can do anything for go for free. Police not get for able to control them because why? The police they will get a section. A set security when they for protect the state. The police protect more APC lawless party supporters there. Now Piton, they burn bike there, they broke people their houses, they thief. Now they don't migrate, they don't spread all over, they don't bring criminals there, where the whole cutlass in their hand, where they pass a thief na Piton, who said the police then they. So when they say parliament don't dissolve, now the 10 days when I go know exactly what it did for the top for say the Mao now they go encourage na Peter na say Putin West Africa region and Sierra Leone. So DEEMAA make no make the audio long. IG so bad if you don't get loyalist police there for this party where an Escoma kind of power in recruit the police there by constituency by district chair lady women. Yeah, they say APC can 10 challenge you get picking for can go police, whether they read it right. No. But we your government don't care. When police they can by the 10 the population of law. They read to the party loyalists them.
Well, DJ for
IG so blind say in a SLPP in the south. They're watching at the loyalists where they bring for we because when police recruitment they come on, you as a IG, you know people get control over. Now APC they control everything and people. The list don't come out. One great SLPP supporters they say not able to get access for both the police force or other the OSD. The number one is so APC then they don't flop inside it. IG so blast, you know, you're able to do nothing. Thank you for bringing me for talk about this, man.
Thank you very much.
Putin, also na Sierra Leone and they go and encourage.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Well, Sierra Leoneans, now how we get for end this program today. And don't forget to share the program. And current affairs, we will come again. Well, that topic where DJ Force they talk about, well, we get for cover that topic there to farm with them. But however, that's how we get for end this program today. Now, me with the army na DEEMAA the great SLPP Bobo. And it's by Kruma, maybe don't tell you see if you don't respect yourself as a big man, well, just like how that woman said, they will rob a man there. That's not the message, than the way it go. Well, DJ Force, I tell you thanks very much when you deal with me on this program and the cheerleader, Madam TENNEH, the woman where they keep the record straight. And when they tell when I say the result, the date don't set, and we get for more or less APC because vote for education 2023, no runoff. Yeah, I tell you thanks. Well, DJ Force, I will say bye-bye. And before bye-bye, I will tell you say we will pull 1 million match 2018, but this time around a 5 million match now we will pull. If not to lie, on our WhatsApp, why would they tell you tata?
Monday, February 26th, na green day because SLPP gets me 1 million man march. We are sure say you know what I mean.
So they bring 1 million people on the streets of Bristol.
We want all members, as long as you are SLPP, once you don't reach at the age for vote, we want to let you come out that day for show the whole world say SLPP, they bounce back to power.
We know the Western area, the Western Urban District and the Western Rural District belong to the SLPP.
The final rally for SLPP. Now in the third world say SLPP don't win.
We want more women for join the SLPP women for come out that day. For show the nation say now we the woman in the proper.
So it's easy for be part of the 1 million man march. What kind of green t-shirt? Because you know what we want to do? We want to turn the whole city green. Come out Monday, February 26th, green Monday.